Brody!
That's fine. Just covering his God's natural.
How's it going?
Hi, I'm Jade,
And I'm Dani.
and we are
BaSex!
So, this was actually really cool. If you were following us on our Facebook, we did a live opening from WeVibe. And
box
opening from WeVibe.
Unboxing.
And
It's called an unboxing.
I don't know, we got mail.
We got mail!
Anyways, so kind of special shout out, just thank you Jennifer, this was awesome. Why we're so excited, WeVibe sent us something that's not available yet on the market. Like, if I wanted to buy like the Verge or Pivot here, I couldn't do it because it's not available. We don't have it in the store. But all the same, we got some. They are amazing, and we love you, WeVibe. So the other thing that's going on, and was just kind of exciting, WeVibe, very strong couple themed company with select products targeted more towards women. A lot of them are kind of a little bit unisex, I'll give them that. But this is really cool because WeVibe now has 2 cock rings, guy targeted products, and their design, motor capacity, everything about them, it's what you would expect from WeVibe.
I was gonna say, it's true to the WeVibe brand. Like, they met expectation. They exceeded expectations.
They exceeded expectations.
We'll get into that
I wasn't
now.
even expecting a cock ring,
We're
and
like,
I'm holding it
what?
in my hand.
Alright, so getting into it, I'm just going to go over the Pivot real quick, and then Jade's going to go over the Verge because reasons. The Pivot is a vibrating cock ring. It's medical grade silicone, like all of WeVibe stuff. And then just a couple things that I really like about it. For me, it hit the spot. A lot of cock rings out there have like the tiniest little bitty frickin' buzzy
Little nub
bits that don't reach where they need to reach, and this one does. And like, check out how rumbly that. Oh, it's so cute. It's
Oh, that like crawls. It's awesome.
Sorry, we haven't done that before. We're like, oh,
it's like
cute.
it's like a little just ladybug.
Another thing, it's really soft. It's a little reminiscent of how soft the Wish is, because like it's super squishy.
Like as far as cock rings go, that might be like the softest like silicone ring I can at least think of. Like it's really nice. Mm-hmm. Sorry.
It's okay.
It's like a little mouth.
We are getting off topic.
Yeah.
One thing that Jay pointed out to me is that he really liked it as more of a beginner cock ring and an advanced cock ring. The things that make it a beginner cock ring is that it's got this cool divot right here, which makes it a lot easier to remove. Now, for removal, I would recommend using a lube because it just makes it easier.
Well, you don't like
on yourself.
Roll it off.
Yeah.
And get like everything clamped up.
And then you can kind of like pull a little as you remove it too.
Yeah, like your finger just slides down it, so you can kind of hook it right there and just lift back and pull right off. It's so comfortable. It's awesome.
And the thing that doesn't make it a beginner, or well, that it makes it a beginner and an advanced cock ring, is that it does have a really wide surface area, so it's actually going to maintain your erection properly as a good cock ring should.
Like it spreads the pressure over a larger area, keeping everything like kind of safe for the user. So it's not going to be like just vicing on there. It's not going to be strangling anything like ah. But
now, as with any cock ring, you don't want to wear it for more than 30 or 45 minutes, but you're going to get some good stuff in that 30 or 45 minutes. You're in good hands. Now, it is also app controlled, and we haven't checked on this yet, and I don't know if we're allowed to say this, but WeVibe's coming out with an update soon, and you should be very excited. Because we are. We'll just...
like, the thing that I can say, just because it is, like, as far as, like, on the app, they are going to be app compatible. And once everything's all set and in place with that app, we'll do, like, a live stream so on and off.
Yeah, we can show you everything, all the cool new features. So that is the Pivot.
So the next one, Verge, and let me just say, design aspect-wise on here, I think might just be my new favorite like cock ring. The main reason why I'm saying that is that it has implemented designs that are unique to really only the Verge. Now, yeah, it is app-controlled cock ring, which there's not really that many out there. It's medical-grade silicone, which there are plenty of medical-grade silicone cock rings out there, but there is some unique kind of twings here. One of the first things that they did, it is very firm because there's actually like a little insert in the material that it will actually let it kind of hold its position a little bit more, and that's actually really nice because it gives kind of a grapple point. Like a lot of silicone cock rings, when they just don't have any firmness to them, they can kind of move around a bit. Like they can still kind of grip on, but they have the tendency of rolling, and that can be a little bit unpleasant. So this guy has kind of got a little bit weight kind of holding it in just one position, so it's not going to be rolling around. And with those little supporting arms in there, it kind of makes it so that it's kind of locked in place. Now, the downside onto that is when you have something running through the ring, like say if it was like a metal cock ring, it's now a solid, so you can't really stretch and put anything on there. But this is where the Verge is kind of unique, because this little bit at the top, it's actually like fully silicone there. It separates. So that gives you an area where you can actually stretch and pull, kind of pull with. So you have all the capability of like a ring that has arms just clamping on, holding it in place, but then they're adjustable enough that you can kind of take it off and put it on a little bit easier. It has that same kind of design that's going on with the pivot for that kind of easier kind of grabbing kind of few points on there, just because it kind of tapers kind of into it. And then the best part about the whole thing, it works depending on how you want to really put it on. It can work as like kind of extending outwards for a little bit deeper penetration for actually hitting the clitoris on like a approach and pulling back. Design-wise, it is more of a sling, so it's going to be worn backwards, kind of. This guy will actually kind of sit in a position. It's kind of hard to just show off my hand. So it's going to be like the penis is going to be sticking out like that. The testes will come and hang down like from the side here.
I can't. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to like show. Like, if we were smart, we would have grabbed like something to put in there. But like the testicles will hang down there. The penis will like just go out like that, and then this will be resting behind the actual scrotum, kind of on the perineum, and just stimulating the taint. Benefit to it, it allows for awesome sensation. That slight little curve applies decent amount of pressure. So as far as a cock ring goes, it's adding awesome stimulation. It has awesome like motor capacity, awesome design, awesome app. It is just an awesome cock ring.
Alright, so a few kind of
Awesome.
notes adding on to his awesomeness. When we first got this one, I thought that I broke it because it didn't
Yeah,
because
that's right.
we thought that the kind of dual density support in there went all the way through, and so we found this thing and we're like, we broke it, oh no, and then we're like, oh, it's supposed to be there.
Maybe that's why Jennifer sent it to us. We did break
Oops.
it.
She knew. Also, whereas with most cock rings, you kind of want to put it on after you're erect. This one, you really got to put it on before because of those support
Yeah,
rings.
like it offers a lot better like holding it in place, but I did find it a little bit kind of difficult to kind of like just
It was an
really
adventure.
put on. The main thing is, yeah, you do get a good little kind of stretch going through there, but it is still pretty tight hold. So like my recommendation for guys wanting to like try it, put the testes. What?
You do this, okay, so Jade does this thing when he needs to lose an erection where he'll like flex and breathe.
So, yeah, I guess
It's really fun to
I guess
watch.
we'll do this as a side tip. So, guys, if you ever get like I don't know called in front of a class or have to do like some
And
kind
you're
of
like,
public speaking thing, and like a little soldier boy is standing at attention, Yeah, by all means, like a quick way to get rid of an actual erection. If you take the time to like flex your like arms, it pulls blood kind of away from that area, so blood kind of pulls a little bit out of the penis. And then the other thing, hold your breath. Just the decreased amount of oxygen will actually kind of close off some of those capillaries. Generally, I find under 30 seconds you can lose an erection. It sounds weird. Generally, my day to day is just like, we gotta give you a better erection. But hey, some guys it's the opposite side. So there, additional little.
All right. So the adventure of putting this thing on. We didn't realize at first that you needed to be flaccid to put it on, and so
we were just kind of playing
going
around,
into
like,
it,
kind of dicking around,
trying to put it on, wasn't working. Jade went, "Oh, hey, maybe if I poof poof poof," and I'm watching him going like, "What are you doing?" And then he's like. And so we're like trying to like get it, the testes through and the penis through while not getting an erection because of stimulation, and it was was an adventure.
It's definitely one I would recommend. Guys, put this on yourself.
Do not have help.
Your partners will
help.
make things a little bit hard for you. The main way I found, if you want to use it as the actual sling, all it is just kind of insert the testicles, let them kind of just hang over, and then apply lube just to make everything a little bit easier. Like, we got a little bit too excited and it was just like, okay, let's do this. Like, we call ourselves experts and we kind of skip like our first step in just about anything. But yeah, like, insert the testes, let them hang, have lube, and then you should be able to just kind of pull him through. And as you need, you can adjust this top ring. So just kind of spread it out, pull him through, and that's it. It wasn't all that complicated. We just made it a little bit fun, a little bit too much kind of fun. We were just dicking around a little bit too much.
Like, oh, hey, new toy, let's play with it. I mean, it happens.
Other than that, like, the other thing I can say with it, like, I actually found this is kind of cool. So, there's not really too many ways that you can't use them. Like, this guy, I just find that it rests kind of comfortably on the actual fingers. So this guy is actually decent for like kind of targeted, like you can use it for like kind of working on knots and stuff. I found the pivot that actually worked decent as like a neck kind of as on the neck. So again, super soft, so it just kind of sits like on your actual fingers. So it can just be something that you can use in kind of more of a soft spot, just because it is going to move around a little bit more. But I don't know, like as far as like just dual purpose goes, like it's a clitoral stimulator. It can stimulate the perineum, and you can use them as a back massager.
We love multi-purpose toys. We love WeVibe. We're so happy that they sent these to us. We were like, I couldn't breathe. I was like,
and just to like kind of put it into perspective, like, in case anybody is unaware of, like, WeVibe is really, really good at kind of keeping like things under wraps. Like, the Rave and the Nova, I didn't even know those things existed until they were already in our store. Like, usually most companies, it's just a matter of like, hey, we have something really cool, it's going to be in your store in like 5 years, keep that in mind. And then 2 years after that, like all their knockoffs are already on sale, and then 5 years later, by the time we actually get the thing we've been waiting for, the hype's kind of died. WeVibe's awesome because it's just a matter of like, hey, you know something that'd be really cool? This thing, here you go. And it's just like, oh, wow, this is amazing.
Okay.
I wish I had time to prepare. And, no, like, it was just, like I was saying, like, we went to a trade show. We saw these for the first time there, and now I'm holding one. That's amazing. Thank you, WeVibe. There's really nothing else I can say to that. Like, just, it's awesome. Awesome.
So we're going to go calm down a little bit. Keep an eye out. These should be out pretty soon. I don't have an exact date for you. Dunno. So.
She does the freight, so. You know.
I'll let you know. Oh yeah, I can I'll just send out like a Facebook message of like, hey guys, stuff's out, come get it. Line up at the door.
Otherwise, if there's questions, comments, concerns, Anything you want us answer, leave the messages there down in the comment section.
Follow us on Facebook because, like, you should have done that by now.
Yeah,
and Twitter
where are
too.
you?
Like, why do we have to keep reminding
Yeah,
you?
what's the
Just
matter
go do
with
it, like, right now.
Yeah, come on.
Seriously.
Like, here's the ball. This is you. Dropping it.
That took me a while to get. Alright, we're gonna go now.
I'm joking. You're amazing. I love you.
I didn't get what you were saying.